Prism, constellation, spiderweb. This is not a legitimacy politics. Ever too much, ever too little, ever never worthy of the riddle. Ever in deep, ever turning, ever archer, ever learning. Prism, constellation, spiderweb. This is not a legitimacy politics. Down in the water, in the tide, seen by spirits hard outside, seen but unseen by the players who forget about listening. In a story, in a war, once been taken, here, now, and before. Cops are watching how you dance. Cops are ticketing your romance. Cops can come in different shapes and names. Cops have many accomplices. No more cops, no more prison plays. Spectrum, constellation, spiderweb. This is not a legitimacy politics. Ever too much, ever too little, ever never worthy of the middle. Ever in deep, ever turning, ever archer, ever learning. A story in a war, what's been taken, heal the now and before.
Touch. Just this moment. Stream over the eyes. Light through the lids. Viscera. Physical body. The reality of our sinew and flesh. What is ritual? The conscious act of remembering, reclaiming a visceral memory. The way we eat the lies about our own beings and ecologies. Don't touch, don't love someone different. What is your worth? Don't set your own value. Don't look, don't be seen. Don't live. Don't let me die. Internalized colonization, becoming inner voice, not my voice. a sign of our innocence, the nature of our inherent goodness. Purity we ingest, a lie, turned into myself. Not me, all the ones that have been set outside, untouchable, immoral, beneath, one to fear, to alter, to confine, to hide from the sun and the children. Western medical traditions that used stolen, racialized bodies as objects, gaze of hunger and terror, to codify and codify, sciences that construct binary, moral, static sex and gender, devoid of the indigenous, ecological complexities, violenced into land domination, married into white woman and man, distanced through authority born of internalized hegemonic religious violence, fear nature colonists forgot they belonged to, fear the animal and the intelligence of relationship. They created a savage wilderness and the animalized body, demonized the bodies they dehumanized, the ties they broke, the sacred rights they violated, hid, washed from their narrative of the whole. We learned to see ourselves in eyes blind to us, told to resist the inevitable becoming that we are, the truth within our skin and bone, the lie covering our bodies. We search for dirt, earth, blood, kin, and waters. The reclamation of my own skin, and the depths and the darkness, multi-gendered, gentle, undeniable, alive, sticky, felt. Stories wrapped in gorgeous sensation. When we were so small, mirrors of shame, judged with violence, confined, bought, sold, stolen, brittle body, broken body, body made of flesh and bone, of blood and tears, from innocence to wicked intelligence and profound sensitivity, turning poison into medicine. What is this action? To untie the knot of trauma and return to the totality of our birthright. Are we ever innocent? A place before anything happened? Untouched beingness of you? Tumult of relationship, desire, threads, story, waters, sinew, breath. Nothing is pure. We are our own compass, connected to our hearts. We know adaptation. Rebuild, cell by cell. Rebuild, stone by stone. We make the body by the way we touch the body, or unmake it violently. Bodies unmade by the minds of those in fear, fear like sickness of those that would possess what cannot be, in tenderness, in power, vulnerability, resistance, the presence in touching. We use a new unmaking of what has been done. We unmake to remake. We continue all at once. All that is born from what has been continues, revolves. Reintroduce ourselves through and beyond what does not wish us to communicate with our relationships and capacities for living. How may we touch our bodies every day? In tenderness, in power. returning, homeland. What does it mean when there is no homeland? Cellular body. Our stories of displacement. Nowhere to return, no body, no earth, no history, no name. Is this so? Return to self and the land. Return to our own land of body. Create relationship with earth as an elemental being. How am I in relationship to the homelands we occupy? That of our body, that of the lands and peoples. What is precious? Precious is reclaiming, a way of saying, be careful, this thing can be lost. Be careful. Bodies, time, attention, the understanding of vulnerability. Do we swim upstream? A way of taking the power of relationship back? Stepping out of a false tide. We aren't doing it alone. In a live way. Form, the physical. A connection to preciousness and memory. Condensation of form and life and spirituality in a particular pattern. It's both a temporary condensation and vulnerable to dissolution.
Do your smile before the screen. To all the ways you haven't known what you really need. To all the ways you're used to shame running under the weeds. Look out from your deepest fears. I know what you see. Don't regret who you've been. You have something that needs to be fed. I know what hasn't been said. I know sometimes you just need comforting to the ground and ultimate tenderness to all of the sharp edges, to the ones who choose kindness. I've been so touched by disgust, so touched by the rage, so touched by the torment, so touched by the cage, then on the edge, been just too much, just wanted to be wanted and enough. When the in-between is what just doesn't see, or leaves you invisible. Push away. Push on me. Always real and always changing when I step in the light. Always real and always changing when I step in the light. It is dangerous, the witch will never ended. But my body is not a sinister object. I know, you know, you know, you know, I know, you know, I know, you know, you know, you know, I know, you know. Always real, always changing when I step in the light. It is dangerous, the witch I never ended. But my body is not a sinister object. I know, you know, you know, you know, I know, you know, you know, I know, you know, I know, I know, I know. Balancing passwords with future worlds with this place. I will fight for my love when they call you a visionary and they call you a warrior. Pray it's not just a commodity to consume where you are. No questioning what it takes to move with your offerings. Holding a mirror to what gets ignored, to threaten a world view. They'll use our brilliance against you. Light and insecurity to sit back and dispose of me. Push away. Push on me. Push away. Push on me. Always real and always changing. I see you. I feel you. You're plenty. I'm with you. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Who do you dare to bear your body to? Who do you dare to bear your body to? Who do you dare to bear your body to? I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Seems like this hole is so deep. Who do you dare to bear your body to? Who do you dare to bear your body to? Silver spider web for your head. Silver spider web for your head. Yes, to widows and ugly teeth and all of the flames. If I loved you like that, would you throw me away? I dream like I can when I dream of you. All these nights when I wake, I can't help but love the rain. I dream like I can when I dream of you. All these nights when I wake, I can't help but love the rain. Over and under and over, but I can't abandon myself again. Saying I'm worth all the time to be by myself without recognition or the fame. Yes, it can feel so unsafe to say what is undeniable in my hands. Letting go with all that pain, and I can only love you the way I can.
Warmth and sunlight never cease, even as seasonal songs rain down in carefully measured cycles that only seeds remember completely. Turning solar energy sentient and chlorophyll colors rainbow inner selves green until the time of cold reveals always their colors. Perceptions of plants are limited in this human shell. A pulsating, energetic world is contained in senses that are natured and nurtured. Our shared multiversal life with beings older than us, and we struggle to imagine our relationship with them. Resist the complete acceptance that our lives are dependent on their exhales and inhales. Breath is sacred, this we have learned over eons, is our greatest gratitude, our most humble offering, because it acknowledges the shared atmosphere and the eternity contained in biosphere. Elder teachings require human filters, senses used to make sense of limited human perception, personifying light and vibration, color and sound traveling on currents that light up into images we can understand. Flora knows us best as we walk and pray, those times we caressed plant medicine, with fringed hides and ribbon skirts, with soft leather soles or barefoot connections. And they always reveal which of their family we need for medicine, when asked with respect, offerings, and recognition of their beingness. For who are we to name them male or female when they are clearly both and more, neither? To remake them in this image, branded with scientific names, genderized out of context of traditional teachings. Those first languages know their names and stories. It is a blessing to speak to elders in original tongues, when it was they who gave us breath to exist. Green parent relatives whose medicine is given freely. Ancestral covenants must never be broken, in order for our deep roots to honor the succession of seeds passed from hands to soil. The whisper of grasses as fingertips brush over pollen parts, two spirit energies combining to make flowers, fruit, and our food. An interspecies interplay of real intimacy and relations. Winged ones and two-legged, winds and animals, water and crawling creations, and even their own selves. As closed blossoms practice self-love, an open willing act of replication to create seeds. Clear purpose and reciprocity. Simple minds cannot understand it, as human spirit is constrained and our own tendrils search the limits of false boundaries. We can only learn how unconditional respect, love, and care has nothing to do with human definition or colonizer definition, controlled definition, but is made of song and spectrums of color. Infinite vibrations are the truth behind lies of futility. A gift freely given is pure exchange of energy. Medicines plucked from stems of kinship. All lives nurtured from simple acts of sweat and heat. Our bodies are beauty in these functions of truth. Honesty is the universal language that can pass through rectangular cell walls, and feelings find their place through openings in our own circular cells. Within the holiness of those confines, they exist in this time and space, communicating like always with patience for our limitations, knowledge carriers and healers giving us life freely, until we join them as part of our return. Perpetuity of creation, circles and squares, light and sound, wind and water, contained in vast, complex bodies, much like our own external landscape, holding and accepting internal teachings of personal truth.
De tu corazón, algo tendrá que cambiar. Siente el latido de tu corazón, algo tendrá que cambiar. A veces por el monte,
I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to destroy. I want 1,000 tiny daggers to deploy. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to destroy. I want 1,000 tiny daggers to deploy. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer. Do we become poisonous lovers? There's so few of us. We keep each other breathing in the glow we walk through. When we find it, it's deceiving. Is it snatched up from our grasp of words and looking glasses that are foggy and misleading? And we're looking for reflections to give us dignity. When liberation can feel like it's tormented and bleeding. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to destroy. I want 1,000 tiny daggers to deploy. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to destroy. I want 1,000 tiny daggers to deploy. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to dance under. I want 1,000 tiny mirrors to tell me that I can stay here just a little longer.
A frame of steel bones, tough leather bound on wooden grain. No other throne could hold a seat for this sovereign soul. She, a foul-mouthed, tender-loving, buzz-cut butch of a lion woman. From her throne she weaved prayers, she painted stories, she spread counsel, she imparted wisdom, she planted seeds. From her throne she held ceremony. Un marco de huesos de acero, cuero duro encuadernado en grano de madera. Ningún otro trono podría ocupar asiento para esta alma soberana. Ella es boca sucia, tierna, amorosa, pelo corto a la Bush, una mujer león. Desde su trono, ella tejió oraciones, ella pintó historias, ella extendió consejo, ella impartió sabiduría, ella plantó semillas. Desde su trono, ella sostuvo la ceremonia.
Yo planté una semilla
En la tierra, madre mía.
Yo planté una semilla.
En la tierra, madre mía.
Wea, 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 ho.
La tierrita la cuidó y del cielo agua dio. El sol con su energía le dio vida a mi semilla.
Wea, 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 ho.
Al pasar de los días fue creciendo mi semilla con trabajo y con amor.
La semilla se hizo flor.